And then you said that Achilles Priester's kit was a village. Yeah. And that's his small kit.
That's his small kit.
That's not
urban kit, right.
Yeah, that's his bebop.
This is jazz kit, yeah.
Drumeo Girl.
I understand when you were a child, you had a pretty bad stutter. And something that I wonder with that is sometimes when we have these, I guess, these obstacles that we have to overcome, sometimes it's a different vessel that gets us to a resolution. Yeah. And with you, I think it had a lot to do with music. And so explain to us about, I guess, how far you've come, because you're one of the best public speakers I've ever seen, not just within the drumming community, but in general. So talk to us a little bit about how music empowered you internally to become the speaker that you are today.
Boy, thank you so much, Seamus, because when I hear that, I still see myself as that little boy that stuttered. And I wore glasses at 8 years old, so my vision was always not good. So being able to not see well and then not speak well really lowered my self-esteem, and I had very low confidence in who I was. And it was really a challenge that people would make fun of me. They made fun of me with my glasses, and they called me Four Eyes. When I stammered and I was on a word, people are usually laughing at you and not necessarily with you.
Sure.
And you're fighting to try and find that word, and you just can't find it, and they're laughing at you. So when they laugh at you, you further stammer more, until finally I just said, I am going to stop speaking. So as a child, I realized that this was not good. So I have to change this. At that time, around when I was 11 and 12 years old, is when drumming entered my life. And that's when I saw the Beatles play on the Ed Sullivan Show on February 9th of 1964. And when I was with my brothers and family watching this TV show and the Beatles came on, and it was just so magical that it, like a magnet, it just drew you into music. You wanted to play music.
Yeah.
So my two older brothers played guitar and bass. I grabbed the drums, and we just started putting together sounds and learning songs from the Beatles. And I started practicing. And when I practiced, my discipline, my concentration, my focus, all qualities of what we need to have in life came out of music. I wasn't getting it in life, but I got it from music.
Yeah.
And then when I started to play music, and we played these songs, and we got audiences there, and we eventually got hired to perform. We were being paid to play. Here I am, 12 years old, and I'm being paid to play for a party. And as I'm playing, the people are applauding, they're dancing. The acknowledgement and the acceptance added incredible value to who I was as a person.
Yes.
Once that value happened, I began to say that to myself, that maybe I am good at something, that I don't have to, let people make fun of me or bully me.
Right.
And that slowly started to help me stammer less. And I started to speak more cautious and slowly, just like practicing. I had to practice exercises slowly to get them comfortable. And those techniques I just used with speaking.
Right.
And I began to try to articulate every single word that I spoke the same way I articulated patterns I was playing. To get it clean, I had to make sure every note and every dynamic of louder to softer was played on different types around the drum set. And that skill base, I just applied to when I spoke. So I began to chew the words that I was speaking, so my mouth was working more to deliver each vowel and consonant right down to the D at the end of the word, word.
I remember you saying specifically in our lesson, make sure your mouth is working its ass off.
Exactly right. When I see people where their lips are like, yeah, I'm going to say, I have to lean in to hear them. And if I don't understand what they say, I have to say, would you repeat that? If they repeat it the same way, I got to ask them again, I'm sorry, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Could you please slow it down? And if they still don't move their lips, I still don't understand what they said. They just said it slower. So the articulation of how you deliver the word. Listen, life is about the message. What they're hearing when they hear our voice, it's about the message. Wherever anybody is hearing my voice right now, I want them to understand the message is totally in your control to make the choice to want to deliver your message better. And if this vocal skill that I need to have is going to help my message reach somebody that's hearing this voice now and maybe in the future, and maybe when I'm not here in years to come, and they hear this interview and they hear me speaking, and they are motivated to try to take themselves to another higher level, then the message was delivered and it worked.
Right.
If I'm not clear, I missed that opportunity, that chance to lift a soul. I just don't want to lose that opportunity.